Hello and good afternoon. My name is Justin Cook, and this is Grit and Resilience for Quid 101 TED Talk Spring 2020 with Kim Sheffer. We've all set goals in our lives. Some of those goals we have accomplished, and others we've simply given up on. But what is it that carries us through to the completion and realization of our goals? How is it that we are able to overcome adversity and accomplish these goals? Dr. Angela Duckworth sought out to answer this question, and as it turns out, the answer is grit. But what is grit? Grit is passion and perseverance for very long-term goals. Dr. Duckworth realized and determined that grit could be measured with a 12-item assessment. And the personality trait of grit is made up of two distinct parts. Passion, constantly being interested in something over time and committing to long-term goals. Perseverance, treating your goals not like a sprint, but like a marathon. Now, unfortunately, grit isn't the only thing we need to accomplish our goals. The act of not giving up and the ability to bounce back and keep moving forward is resilience. And when working towards our goals, we can think of grit as the driver and resilience as the car. Resilience is the ability to accomplish your goals, even when it is challenging and uncomfortable. It's the act of fighting through difficult times and the facilitating factor for grit. What happens when you have a lot of grit? Well, as it turns out, when you have a lot of grit, accomplishing your goals is easier. But why? Well, people who have a lot of grit reach a state of deep concentration, also known as flow. And during this flow state, you are focused on your goals and dreams. In a study researching the correlation between grit and flow, researchers found that those who are higher in grit are better able to direct their attention and prevent or end episodes of mind wandering. And to simplify, gritty people are able to refocus their attention back to their long-term goals when they're distracted. Grit is truly a superpower, and it makes us unstoppable. When we are gritty, we reach that state of flow. We are laser focused and keyed in to work towards accomplishing our goal. And this flow state makes accomplishing our goals as natural as driving a car. Being gritty translates to being a lifelong learner and always looking to improve and to learn more than we knew the day before. And once we accomplish one goal, it becomes easier and easier to accomplish another goal and another. A study among 400 nurse leaders in the United States showed that grit was associated with higher educational attainment, less burnout rates, and lifelong learners. Meaning, our critical care providers who have higher grit scores seek out continual education, constantly looking to better themselves, and are less likely to burn themselves out. And psychologists with higher grit scores who work with substance abuse patients are more likely to recommend evidence-based interventions for their patients. Having grit is one of the most beneficial personality traits that a person can have. Grit not only applies to our academic and educational goals, but also to our work, professional, and our personal and life goals. Now take a few moments to answer these questions. What two parts make up grit? What is resilience? And how gritty do you think you are? Thank you for your time.